Well, a rebellion by a number of states tonight against the Real ID Act, the federal law mandating new secure driver's licenses. Those states are saying those new licenses will cost too much, they're far too complicated, and are invasion of privacy to boot. But the Department of Homeland Security is warning those states that they probably won't like the consequences. Bill Tucker has our report.
6 states have put into law the fact that they have no intention of ever complying with the federal Real ID Act. Maine, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Montana, and Washington are just saying no. Sort of. Of those 6, only 2, Maine and South Carolina, have yet to ask for an extension of the deadline, which is May 11th. An extension appears to be in South Carolina's future.
We've asked our General Assembly has passed a resolution to ask our governor to request an extension. Not that we intend to comply, but that we would like more time. You know, the DMV tells us today that we're 16 of the 18 benchmarks compliant or materially compliant for Real ID.
Without that extension, residents in those states will not be able to use their driver's licenses to enter federal buildings or board airplanes. Ironically, both South Carolina and Montana are in a similar situation. Both states are widely acknowledged to have secure driver's licenses, and in the case of Montana, one of the most secure. A lot of the resistance to Real ID comes down to a fundamental distrust of the federal government at the state level. Montana's governor saying he doesn't want to share his residents' data with the federal government, an argument that falls short with supporters of Real ID.
Well, of course, the feds already have that information, courtesy the Internal Revenue Service, the Social Security Administration, and 3 or 4 other databases that have been maintained for 40 or 50 years, but we'll just forget about those systems.
There is also the issue that states are afraid of what it will cost to comply. Bill Tucker, CNN, New York.
Well, today, the governor of Maine, John Baldacci, sent a letter to the Department of Homeland Security saying his state's driver's licenses are secure enough, and he wants to continue using them for federal purpose, and no response yet from Washington to that idea. And the governor forgot to talk about driver's licenses for illegal aliens. I think the governor forgot that. Let me be really clear to all of the governors who do not want to have secure IDs for their citizens. You're full of it, and it's time to get in line with the common good, the national interest, and you're playing with fire. This is a critically important issue to the nation. Coming up next, falling home prices are having a drastic effect on local budgets. We'll have that special report. And the mayor of Detroit today was arraigned. He is promising his constituents, however, not that he would leave office, but that